And just like that, we are now getting reports that Marvel Studios' upcoming X-Men reboot has been hit with a setback, and a pretty significant one. But when I look at the future of Marvel Studios, I don't think so, personally. I'm going to talk about the report in this, and I'm going to talk about how I don't think there's anything to this because I don't think the plan has changed at all. It was always going to be May of that year. There certainly has been a lot of what I'm going to call fear-mongering among people in relation to Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars getting delayed and what this means for the future of the MCU. Because when they delayed these films, people automatically jumped on MCU in shambles, they can't get it done. Now, this is from a lot of the same people that were saying 11 months isn't enough to finish an Avengers film. So shouldn't we be happy that now they got like 17, 18 months for Doomsday and like way longer than 2 years for Secret Wars? But this has now carried over into the X-Men reboot, where people are now convinced that the X-Men reboot has been hit with major problems and setbacks, and that's why the two Avengers films were delayed. Now, I don't know what the correlation or any connective piece of anything is between these, because X-Men is operating on a completely different level with different people. We know they hired writers that are not involved with Avengers. We know that they're looking for actors, which again, are not involved with the Avengers films. But from what I could get, people were looking at the release dates and started to panic because this means that the X-Men reboot is coming way later than people thought. Now, if I look at the old release schedule for the MCU before the delays, after Secret Wars, the next film that was coming out was in May or February of the following year. With Secret Wars delayed into December, the next two films are still May and February of the following year. They've remained the same. And if the working theory was, and I think it still makes sense, Black Panther that February, X-Men in May, so nothing moved in regards to those two dates, how is X-Men in trouble and having problems? Do you guys see what I'm saying? People just took something completely unrelated and morphed it into a problem that's now spun out like wildfire. And I saw, bigger journalist websites reporting on it, being like, is X-Men in trouble? How? How am I, some random YouTuber out here, able to literally look at notes from 3 weeks ago and then notes from when everything was updated and go, oh, they literally just moved 2 dates back and everything is the same? I can do that alone, but a team of hundreds of employees working in a giant California office that writes articles and make videos around the clock about the entire entertainment industry 24/7 can't figure it out. And then this spins off into a bunch of fan fear-mongering and Reddit posts about how Marvel Studios is failing the X-Men when nothing has changed. The only thing I could find is people who scoop for a living saying the X-Men reboot was in trouble because of these delays. How do you know? You're constantly wrong about everything else and just taking guesses. Just because you guessed that maybe the X-Men reboot would hit that July after Secret Wars, and now it's not because Secret Wars was delayed, that holds no water. There's nothing there. It was your own speculation. There was never a confirmation that that's when X-Men was coming. Useless, dumb fear-mongering. Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will, and if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.